I think almost all public hospitals in Nigeria are plagued by this.
Why?
Good. I'm glad that you've asked this question because I am sure every CMD or every head of pharmacy in a public institution would want what I'm going to tell you to be heard in the country as to the reason. The reason is, you know, NHIS and NHIA is a very, very beautiful concept where Nigerians who cannot afford it should be able to afford healthcare. Healthcare should be much more accessible. Okay, so, but I have this scenario. 2 years ago, if you are to buy Lonat, it will not be more than 150 naira. How much is Lonat now, a common anti-malaria that we use? It's almost 3,000, right? But the tariff of NHIS, up until just a few weeks ago, has never moved for 12 years.
But it has moved now.
Just, I think, is it 30% or 40%? Is it 30 or 40%?
40%.
So, if I don't have the value, the cost of it, but supposing it was, say, 20, I mean, even 15 naira, to, the cost of Lonat 12 years ago, would you have been able to break even if we are still selling at 20 naira or even, say, 500 naira? You wouldn't. Because it's expected that as a hospital, you buy this drug at 3,000. Outside the hospital, they will buy it at, the pharmacy will sell it at 3,100. But then you are expected as a public hospital to sell this drug at 500 naira. You have lost. And then as the fact that you are not, nobody is giving you, in your budget, there's no money for drugs. You use it from your IJR, what you have been able to, the bits and bits that you have been able to generate. At the same time, you are battling with the cost of diesel. You are battling with the cost of electricity. We discussed here, when you invited me the last time, we were discussing with the Vice Chancellors when there was a change in, I mean, we were complaining about the tariff of electricity. Yeah, when you are currently, for instance, paying 100 million per month on electricity, and you are paying 60 to 120 million on diesel per month, on power alone, you are spending close to a quarter of a billion naira. So it becomes very, very difficult. So also, the consumables that you are using, for instance, let's talk about cesarean section. Dr. Bata, how much do you charge in the hospital? I don't know if you remember.
It's about 250 thereabouts.
That amount. Let's even take it to 300,000. But then the consumables you are going to buy, including the drugs, the anesthetic gases, the whatever, forget about cost of energy, forget about cost of staff salaries and all what's not. Forget about all those. Just the consumables you would use to do this case. By the time you put them together, it will go to maybe close to 1 million naira or more. But you as a hospital is expected, because she is an NHIS patient, that you must do this. But then in National Hospital, I assure you, we do not turn patients. Go and see whatever. Once you come as NHIS, we'll still do our bit.
You still give medications?
We still do.
Regularly?
We do. Because unless we do not have it.
Because
Well, thank you so much for this question. And once again, thanks for having all of us, myself and my team, by extension, the National Hospital, in this year's studio. Yeah, the key takeaway is